The Western Bulldogs, before we get to Kingy, their ruck division stayed the same, Ralph. You talk us through that.
Yeah, that's right. They lost Lewis Young, who was a ruckman in 2 of their finals. Yeah. They lost Pat Lipinski, who they just didn't play, so you can't say that he knocks them back. They re-signed Mitch Wallace, who, to be honest, didn't have a lot of interest out there from rival clubs. So the big focus on Tim English, who we all saw monstered in the 3rd quarter of the grand final there. Now, Nick Nat is 33 in 2023. There's no doubt that he will be very heavily courted by West Coast and potentially Fremantle. Now, his manager, Andrew McDougall, will put off contract talks until midway through next year. Not to say that he doesn't want to stay. He really loves the club and loves Melbourne, but it's going to be a watch this space given he didn't have a great season this year and clubs will come for him the year after.
And Stephen Martin has re-signed.
Stephen Martin has re-signed, so he'll be a 35-year-old next year. They have re-signed Jordan Sweet, as we told you last year. So I think we all felt the missing piece of the puzzle was an established ruckman, a John Segler ruckman. They didn't get that ruckman.
Yep, and they got Tim O'Brien in, Kingy. Take it away.
Yeah, look, I love the Tim O'Brien edition. I think that they really lack for an interceptor down back. They're 14th in the competition this year for intercept marks. And if you look at the grand final, when that ball come out of the middle, they really struggle to win that ball back. So I think O'Brien gives you that versatility. Whether he gets there or not, I don't know, but I think it's worth the risk at no cost, as we keep saying. So I really worry about the fact they haven't gone after a ruckman. I mean, this is a team that wants for nothing. This build has been perfect. I think they've got the biggest window of any club in the comp right now. You look at their list profile, and on every line there's a star. And every age bracket, there's 1, 2 stars. You know, you look at their first-round picks the last few years. You know, Jamara walks in, obviously, you know, as a pick 1, but they had him on the books. Waitman at pick 15. Bailey Smith pick 7. Aaron Norton pick 9. You just keep going through the draft. They've nailed their first-round picks for years. So it's allowed them to take some risks with their trading. You know, and I think it served them really well. Bruce, Shaki, Treloar, Keith, Hannon, Martin. These guys, you know, the back end cost not much. So look, they've got the midfield. They've got everything there. I just don't know why they didn't take the risk on a future pick, if it had to be, on getting an established run. Someone like Goldstein or someone like, you know, can you prize a Brody Grundy? You know, what's he going to do at Collingwood? I know. Peter
Adams was someone who was very keen to move to another club. His management made contact with the Western Bulldogs. We know the price for a ruckman is now about a second rounder. They could have given a second rounder, given they had that. They need their points for Sam Darcy. They didn't do it. They do believe that Sweet can be a very strong player, but I agree with you, King. They should have built into it.
I think they'll look. Yeah, I hope they don't. But you're in there now. I know they're going to be in this window for a long period of time, so I don't think 1 or 2 draft picks over the next couple of years would seriously impact what this group's going to be able to do for, I think, 6 to 8 years. Yeah. They've got the biggest window of anyone in the comp right now.
They were 19 points up in the 3rd quarter of a grand final. You give English and Sweet another 12 months, another pre-season to develop. Just give them a bit of faith, bit of confidence. You've got Martin there as insurance. I think they'll be okay without that extra ruckman.
What about that? The endless window, 2022 onwards. That is a very interesting
they'd be disappointed. I mean, put it on the table. Yeah. If they don't win 2 premierships in the next 6 years, it's a blown opportunity. It's a blown opportunity.
They're hard to win, Kingy.
Of course they're hard to win, but when you get the list build so correct like this, then this is what it affords you, a sustained opportunity. That people, you know, you look around the competition, if you asked all 18 coaches which midfield or which group they'd love to get their hands on and coach, I reckon the Dogs would come out favourably.
Yeah. He's right, though. When you do get in the window, and history shows, when you're in the window, you do get the chance to play in multiple grand finals. You go back the last decade, 2011 to 2020, Geelong, 7 times they were in that window, played in a couple of grand finals. The Hawks played in 4, West Coast 2, Richmond played in 3, Sydney played in 3. So when you've got that window and you've got the talent there, you do get the opportunity to play in multiple grand finals.
They'll get that chance. The Brisbane Lions